welcome to your end of the day yoga and movement practice. We're going to start laying down on our spine. So let's begin on the back, knees bent, arms along your side. So let's take this first few seconds acknowledging what the day was like for you. And we experiment with really this welcoming embrace, this attitude of embrace, of acceptance of whatever is here, whatever your mind is wondering and wandering about. Any of these emotions or desires, happenings of the day that are here already, rather than thinking of pushing any of that aside, what would it be like in a couple more seconds of embracing, accepting, even welcoming wholeheartedly all of who you are, all of that is circling inside of you to be here now. No restrictions, freedom to be you as we arrive onto our back. As we start to feel the spine and the feet and the palms on the ground. Good. Let's start to gently move our spine and our arms together. So I want you to take a back bend, and as you do that, we're going to lift the arms up. Alongside the ears, those arms will go. So create a little space between your lower back and the floor, and then as the arms float down, I want you to press your middle back and lower back and palms into the floor. Let's do that 2 more times. We take this back bend through our lower back and middle back. Arms go alongside the ears. And then we float the arms down and press the back of the ribs and the lower spine into the floor. Palms pressed down. 1 more time like this. Keep your breath flowing in and out of your nose. Excellent. Let's keep our arms down along our sides. Keep your lower back pressing into the ground. Sense that your ankles are underneath your knees, and we're going to lift our bum up to a low bridge. So think of this more as a hip bridge rather than a shoulder bridge. Keeping your hips elevated by pressing down through the soles of your feet. And notice that we're not lifting off of the upper back, but the upper back, the back of your shoulders are pressing into the ground. And a low hip bridge. There's a slight tuck of the bum and a gentle engagement of your glute muscles here. Excellent. And then let's start to lower the middle back to the floor. And the lower back goes down to the floor. We arrive as we begin the practice. Good. Let's shift our arms out into a T shape, palms facing up. Feet go wide, knees go wide. We'll let the knees drift over to the right side. Weight of the legs sink down. Excellent. Let's lift the knees all the way back to center and drift the knees and the thighs over to your left side. Good. Bring the knees back to center, and as the knees drift over to the right side, make sure your feet are staying wide. And then start to push your knees toward the ground till you feel an extra sensation of stretch through that left side. Good. Let that push release. Bring the knees back to center and drift those knees over to your left. Pressing down through the knees a little bit more until you feel more sense of length and stretch through that right side waist, front of the hip, out through that thigh. Excellent. Let's bring the knees all the way back to center. We're going to hug the knees into your chest. And going towards a happy baby pose if you desire, or you can keep your knees wherever they were, like easily came in towards your belly. So knees can be right where they are, or those knees go a little bit wider towards your happy baby pose. And I want you to take a hold of your legs wherever it feels really easy, feel good to right now. So we're assisting those knees coming in towards us with our hands. And then start to circle through your ankles 3 times each direction. That's it. Excellent. Good. And then we're going to bring the knees toward one another if they aren't already. And lift your legs up. If they go straight, that's just fine. They don't have to. We're going to lift our hands up and then continue with those ankle circles. We're going to add our wrist circles 3 more times each direction. See if you can get your toes to spread a little, your fingers to spread a little more as you're moving here. Rebend those knees, arms down along your sides. Feet go down to the ground. We're going to take our figure 4 stretch, right ankle over your left thigh. Option to keep your left foot on the ground, or we start to lift that left foot away from the ground to increase that sensation of stretch in your right side, hip and glute. Flex through both of your feet here, so your toes are reaching towards your knees, and start a little gentle sway of your pelvis side to side as if you were going for a bit of a twist through your lower back, and your hips and your legs are gently flowing side to side. Arms grounded to the earth, to the floor. Upper spine is not moving. Pause wherever you feel the perfect amount of stretch for that right hip and glute. We take a couple breath cycles. That's it. And that reminder, we are embracing and welcoming whatever from the day sort of like needs to be here, right? This is sort of the unraveling from whatever was going on up until this moment. No expectation that all of that's not going to be here. Can we embrace and welcome that? Those happenings inside, as well as sensation, as well as that experience of our breath. Good. Bring those legs back to center. Straighten that right leg all the way down to the ground and give that knee a bit of a bounce up and down. Excellent. Let's shift to the other side. Left ankle crossing over that right thigh. Same. Foot can stay on the ground. That right foot can lift. Once we find the spot, we're going to take a little rock side to side, lower back and pelvis. That's it. Good. Let's find the center. We'll release that left leg all the way down to the ground. Again, give that knee a big bounce, a shake. Let's do both legs together. Let's get those arms going and the bum and the legs. Shaky, shaky, shaky. Excellent. Good. Let's bring our arms wide into a open, sort of Y, or you can think of it as a V shape, a downward V shape with our legs. So legs are wide, arms are wide. And then we're going to cross this right ankle over your left ankle. And if you brought that left leg a little too far, you can't reach it, change that. So right ankle over left ankle. And I want you to press your elbows into the ground and see if you can shimmy your upper back over to the left upper edge of your mat. So we're trying to create this sort of crescent moon shape with our right side body. Right arm reaching all the way to the wall behind you, and maybe a little bit of a reach, a stretch and arc of that right arm alongside your right ear. So imagine that crescent moon shape, and we're trying to recreate that shape through the right side of our body. Right ankle crossing over left. Take a hold of your right wrist with your left hand to increase that sense of side body length, right side body. Remember your quiet, subtle nose breath. And see if you can relax into this shape a little bit more. So a little bit of backing off whatever that upper body is doing. You might keep your legs in the same exact shape, but ease off the upper body. That's it. Let's take that right leg away from the left. Have a pause here. Find the center. Good. And let's try that on the other side. Left ankle crossing over that right one. A little shimmy of the upper back over to the top right edge of your mat. Take a hold of that left arm, left wrist with your right hand. What we're feeling through that left side. Interest in, curiosity in left side body. Great, and then let's find the center here. Bring your legs a little closer toward one another. Let's hug the knees into the chest this time. Curl your forehead, your chest up toward your knees. Great, and let's arrive into the same shape that we began the practice. Feet down, knees bent, arms down along your side. Notice any sense of circulation inside of your body. Encouraging you to continue with me. Our end of the day practices, completing your practice with either our end of the day meditation or our end of the day BreathWork practice. You can find those right here on your screen. I appreciate you being here with me. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.